Greetings, salutations, in service to the one I am, Amber Dawn Star, practical mystic, and master breathologist, and energetic activist at your service. I know it's been a while. I thought that the last video would be the end of the injustice that's been going on forever, pretty much. And of course it wasn't. The last 7 months ago, I guess, George Floyd, God bless, as the sacrificial lamb to help people realize in their face what's going on and has been going on. So I have been going through my own challenges and learning and lessons and letting go and breathing. Okay, so breathing. Breathing. You remember how to do that? Do you remember how to do the conscious holy breath? It is a holy breath because it creates the whole paradigm of what we're living in now. And it connects to the spiritual and the mental and the emotional and the physical systems that we live with every day. So it's whole. And it's also circular. This breath allows one to, first of all, feel their life force, which most people have never done. And second, to clear and take a look at what's going on in the emotional body, because the emotional body is where everything, all of our traumas, starting with our birth, are stored. This is starting with our birth and all the things we bring in from the last go round that we never accomplished or finished the business of the last time we were here. So it holds a lot of energy. And that's the whole idea. It holds a lot of energy. So if you can release that by breathing and feeling and releasing and healing, then that energy that's been stuck in your emotional body can be freed to bring you back into the moment, into the present. That's what the breath does. It brings you back into the moment. It brings you back into present time. Anxiety, you're thinking about the future. And depression, you're thinking about the past. Those are done. One hasn't happened yet. One is done. Right now, that's what we have. This is it right now. So breathing consciously and connectedly and wholly will allow you to shift your frequency and your energy and lighten you up, bring you back into your soul level lightness of being, your love, your light. That's the truth of who and what you are. You are love, you are light. God, whatever name you want to use for that, Holy Spirit, Christ, Muhammad, Buddha, all that is. I like all that is. Created all that is and created you too. So I always say God must have known what God was doing. I always defer to the higher power. And I have my challenges with that also. And I believe that those are becoming less because now I feel like, okay, this is part of what I'm supposed to do. If any of you have been following me, and I have 6 subscribers, know that it took a bit to do this, and very uncomfortable, very much in my resistance. So, but did it anyway. And so that's it. The clarion call today is for all of the star seeds, and you know who you are, the ones that have never felt like they fit in here, the ones that never understood what the was going on, why humans had to be so forever. Of course, there have been incredibly wonderful, beautiful humans on the planet that have shown the way and did a lot of that in the Piscean age of individuals coming to show what we're capable of, which is love and light and being a spirit in a physical form that realizes that and then goes forward with that. And, usually takes a little bit of something to get to that realization. So one of the things that I am honored to do, besides being a practical mystic, and a practical mystic is someone that can take what's going on in the world right now at any time and be the bridge to what is mystically happening in the world right now. And I'm that. I'm proud and honored to be that for people and myself and the understandings that come through. Spirit comes through. I am a conduit for truth. And the reason it's taken me so long to really get out here with this is because the lifetimes that I've had and told the truth did not end well. So that's where some of that resistance has come in, is I don't want to be, burned at the stake or drowned or shot or killed or put on the rack or, thought of as a witch, all that shite. So this time I get to speak the truth. And the truth is that you are made of love and that you are made of light. And so all the star seeds that are out there that have forgotten this, which is a lot. But if you've ever felt that way, that you really didn't fit in here, that you really didn't belong here, that you didn't understand what the hey-ho humans were up to, you always had a deep connection with the cosmos, you love Star Trek, you love Star Wars, you love anything that has to do with the stars and the universe and what's out there. And there is so much going on. Oh, I mean, we're like supposedly 1% of what we are is in this physical form. 1%. So the other 99% is expanded and multidimensional. So we're doing this and over there we're doing that. And because time goes like this as opposed to like this, because that's the linear view. But we do know, or some of us do know, that time is actually a spiral and that you can be here and there at the same time. And the more conscious you become, you can be aware that you're here and there at the same time. Oh, it's awesome. There's just so much. So realize that this call that is being put out from Spirit through me to you is about you stepping into that remembrance, for you to realize that there is so much more happening than your everyday mundane dramedy. And there's a lot of dramedy right now, right? Oh my goodness sakes. And there has been, right, since the last video, a lot of dramedy. And that means that it's getting cleared and it's getting healed. And even though it's dark, and the collective dark night of the soul is what's been happening. That is what's been happening. The everyday dramedy of life and the practicality of what attempting to do to stay alive right now, the mystical aspect of that is that this has all been foretold in all the indigenous people, in all the psychic people, in all the people that knew Nostradamus, Edgar Cayce, all of the people that have known about this for centuries. Christ, he was one of them. It's here. We're here. It's happening. We're doing it. So let's do this now, okay? That's what we volunteered, and we're honored to be picked to come and do this. So everything you've been doing up until now has been preparing you for a human being, for the human being. And the being is the spirit, the soul, if you will. So this is to help anyone that's struggling right now. And I know, most people are struggling right now. And I send all blessings to all people and the earth and the animals and the plants and the trees and the water and the sky and everything. I send out my love and my light to all of that. And I breathe for all of that. And all of you, I breathe, because that's what I can do. That's one of the things that I do really well. I'm a master breathologist, and a master breathologist is someone that is my coined term. I've been doing this for 33 years, and I deal with the emotional body and clearing and feeling and releasing and healing whatever's going on there. So think of a psychologist is to the mental body. I am a breathologist, and so I deal with the emotional body. And one of the things with being a breathologist is not only does it clear your emotional body, but it clears all the bodies. That's why it's the holy breath. It clears everything. It clears your soul. Think about that. Feel that. Feel that. Feel that. Take a breath right now. And if you remember, you're doing this through your mouth, and you're breathing, and you're bringing your breath all the way up through your heart, most important, to the top of the crown and back in. A whole, touching on all levels, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. And you're feeling that, and you're clearing that. And that's what you do. That's one of the things that helps you move from the past, which most of this is where it's stored. Most of everything that's stored in the emotional body is the past. And people are now realizing that, just because you take your attention away from it and don't want to deal with it, and you would want to drink, and you want to smoke, and you want to do drugs, and you want to have sex, and you want to eat. There's a lot of kinds of addictions. You want to shop for shit you don't need. That's what happens. You will bring yourself back to the present. And breathing through the present is enough right now, isn't it? I mean, let's get rid of holding on in the past so we can come into the moment and remember what is the truth about who we are and what we're doing here. We were chosen and we volunteered. It was kind of a mutual collaboration. And so I am one of those that was chosen and volunteered. And so I am speaking, Spirit is speaking, and Spirit is saying, time to get on board now. Time to remember. Remember. It's not a lot about learning anything. Being is about being in the now, which is remembering. Because if you've cleared the past, you can be present. What a kick, right? Your presence is present. Hey, not in the past. Gone, done, been there. Get the lessons. That's what they are. They're just lessons, all of them. Every single thing is a lesson because there is no other. So all of the people and all of the places and all of the world that you think is this, that's you. Because that's God. Because God is everything. So the reflections that come into your life are showing you where you're still holding on to the past, pretty much. So the work that I'm honored to do as a practical mystic, as an energetic activist, that's also one of my hats. The energetic being powerful energy, and activating that powerful energy. That's also what I am honored to do. I am the conduit to activate your energetic activism. Bet you didn't know you were that, huh? But you've always felt it. You've always felt something that was different about you. And you didn't, sometimes people can take that, their ego can take that, whoa, way far, like we've been seeing for, a while now. And also, you can also remember in the moment through your breath, the conscious holy breath, that you are a divine being of love and light. And that you did come with a purpose and you did come to share your gifts. We all have gifts. You know what yours are. You know how you know what those are? Because they bring you joy. They actually bring a smile to your face. And whatever lights you up like that is what you're supposed to be doing and being. And I know the ego has all the blah, blah, blah. I can't, I shouldn't. What will people think? What will they say? Oh, I'll be disowned. Oh, no one will like it. That's ego. I know, because that's what went on with me before I ever started doing this. and there's still a little bit of that in there, but not like it was. If you see any of the former videos, you'll see that something shifted. And I'm glad, because I want to fulfill my destiny. And this is part of my destiny, to help you remember yours. Oh, wow. Talk about win times 8 billion. Win. So you can imagine the energy that you release that's been stuck, that comes into the present. Wow. What are you capable of then? What can you do then? Bring those dreams to life is what you can do. And for me, I am attempting to bring this out into the world and to get past out of my own way and to just be the conduit. So the breath is my wheelhouse. And this breath is the breath to me that is holy, because it allows you to remember the truth. And it cuts through all that freaking mind chatter, ego crap. Love psychology, love all of that. Was a psych major in college. Thought I was going to go in that direction. And I did a lot of work in that direction. And I realized that, the mental body can only take you so far. The emotional body, people want a quick fix. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to feel it. I'm sorry. I didn't make the rules. You got to go through it. But it doesn't have to be like it was when the original trauma happened. No, it doesn't. Because your breath allows you to stay present while looking at what caused all of your angst, all of your addictions, all of your denial, all of your, oh, I'm going to do that later. all of that. And we all have it. But we all have to rest too. We all have the goddess, God within. We have everything that created everything within because we're part of that. Oh my goodness. That ought to make you smile. There's more than the third dimension going on. There's a lot more going on. And so I'm here to help you remember that. I'm here to remind you of what you already know. And so it's my honor and part of my destiny to do this work with you like this. I've done it one-on-one or in groups for 33 years and always in the background, not in the foreground, because I've been really scared about that. Because like I said, too many lifetimes it didn't end well with the truth. This time, I know that I'm safe and that the information will be clear and concise and understandable. And it will spark you. And it'll start sparking you. And the more it sparks you, the more you'll realize that, oh, yeah, I have felt this way in my life. I have known things that other people didn't know. I didn't know how I knew them, but I did. All of these things, these synchronicities, they're going to keep happening for you. They're going to keep coming. So I want to thank you for letting me bring in some information for you. Listen to the call that you're hearing. Your voice, God, is talking to you in every aspect, through your friends, through television, through phone calls, through a billboard. That's God. God's always talking to us. God is always talking to us. It's just you have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear. Not everybody does. I know you do, though, because you got here. You got to this. So if you got to this, you are part of that galactic family. And you came for big, big reasons. And now it's time to remember those reasons and to act on them and to be those reasons. So be someone that steps up to the plate, tells the truth, walks with conviction that they are in alignment with Source and their heart. And if you're in alignment with Source and your heart, then you will know exactly what you need to do next. And whatever that is, and whatever the most resistance is, that's what you need to do. I didn't make the rules. I would have made them a little different. For sure. So that's my information for today. I am planning to do more of this. I really am. It seems to be now that, okay, kind of last year, all right, we're going to get out of our own way of our own resistance. And if you look at the past videos, you'll see that there was quite a bit of that, actually. And then the next amount of time happened. And then it was like, oh, wait a minute. I am part of that. I am part of the Galactic Federation of planets. It's a real thing. So I'm building a website. There will be more information coming. And this brings me joy. And I'm trusting and having faith that it's going to bring joy to you too. It's going to light up something. It's going to light up your remembrance of the truth of who and what you are. All right? So I want to thank you all. Sound, very important. I want to thank you all for being here today with me. And whoever sees this is exactly the people that are supposed to. If you want to share, that'd be great. If there's anyone out there that you know that needs to hear this clarion call, that it's time now. This is what we've been waiting for and working on. Time. It's time now. Oh, thank goodness it's time now. So, I am in service to the One, Amber Dawn Star, practical mystic, energetic activist, master breathologist, human being. Om Namah Shivaya.